All right, so this is a very special morning because this will be the first short episode. Wait, where are you going? Bob, Robbie, Bobby? That Longo, Bongo from the Kongo is with us in the office.
Good morning.
We're in the office. Now, I don't know if you have seen some of the posts that are on the Old Fat White Guy and the Office site.
I did.
Well, I liked it. I know. And listen, Jim, slow down with the posts, will you? We keep getting notifications. Anyway, there's a lot of posts on there that are of interest, I guess, to a sick mind. Yesterday, we had a long conversation about the lady with the gas bags.
Oh, what? I got lost listening to that one.
Lady was pumping gas in the grocery bag.
You had to look at the video.
I saw the video. I was like,
So now you know what I was talking about.
I do.
All right, did you also see the one about the alligator that ate the man that OD'd from methamphetamine?
No, I didn't see that one.
So we had a little conversation about that as well. I've tried to get everyone to review that movie, but to no avail. The only person that's watched it so far is Reba, and she enjoyed it.
Never heard of it. Have you?
No.
Wait, I shouldn't say that because Joe G1 Kenobi said he watched it, but he didn't watch the whole thing. I guess he didn't like it.
Is that Joe Gallagher?
We're not supposed to use people's names. I think that is like the main topic of discussion. If you really go through all of our conversations, we bring that up quite often.
It's tough to remain anonymous.
All right. So that said, let's see what other topics of discussion have we touched on since we've been here in this office over the years.
Where do we begin?
So you're drawing a blank?
Lots.
What? How can you be drawing a blank?
Nothing we could put on.
Everything I say is suitable for G audiences.
It is, of course, but we don't know.
No, what we say.
You know.
So what are you saying?
Interested.
You don't think people would be interested in our conversations? How about when?
I know I am. I thought.
How about when we talk about things like the Flintstones smoking cigarettes? You don't think people would be of interest to that?
Sure.
How about
Peyton Manning's hilarious.
Peyton Manning? Yeah, we've discussed him in the past. He is hilarious.
Tom Brady.
Well, here's a topic of discussion that is relevant and timely. Peyton Manning's record was broken last night by Drew Brees. So Bobby would have liked to have that.
Baba Booey.
Baba Boo.
Drew Brees is a good quarterback, though.
Yeah, he's a good
He's real
quarterback. I was happy for him. He's a good man too.
Impeachment.
He's a nice, father. Apparently, I don't know. I don't live with him, so.
Do we stay away from politics?
Oh my goodness, we had enough of that
We're always in
yesterday.
politics. I put
Johnny
Democrats
Downer
in.
yesterday, boy, that was all we were focused on.
How many years have we talked about this?
That's usually the topic of
2016.
discussion.
I've had enough of politics for a week.
I'm excited for tomorrow. That's all I'm saying.
What's tomorrow?
Impeachment day.
Oh boy, here we go. It's going to be interesting
It's not happening.
when an
is
impeached
girlfriend.
president gets reelected. That ought to be history making.
It's very sad. It's sad though.
It's sad for people that I don't know. You know what
That
the
has to happen.
saddest part is? That what it's doing to our country. I
Right.
think.
Exactly.
We got some really crazy people.
Exactly.
So
It's sad that it has to happen.
it doesn't have to happen.
Well,
Want me to say it?
If
it's
it's going to happen,
Democrats.
it probably could have happened to just about every sitting president.
needs to go.
So there you go. All right. So what other topics of discussion do we have? How about we haven't had a recorded dance party yet?
That is
We
true.
need something to dance about.
Well, when something good comes on the radio, it's worth dancing to it, right?
Sure.
But see, look, and here's the thing. Here's a topic of discussion. Oh, I can't mention where we are. I was going to talk about the fact that a lot of people don't agree with dancing at all, but I know that's changed over the years. Why don't we talk about weather?
Ugh.
What is wrong with this area that every time we get a little weather, nobody does anything?
Good question.
What?
All the schools are closed.
Yeah, all the schools.
But the
For
roads
what?
aren't
Did
good.
Scranton close? No, they're not good at my house at all.
Mid Valley closed, and it's not bad where I'm at.
They closed all
all
at my
the
But
house.
things
81
I
wasn't
saw
good.
on TV were late openings.
They're closed. They're all closed.
So they changed them to close. huh?
Yeah,
For
a
what?
lot of them. 81 wasn't good.
It's ice. The Casey's terrible.
Don't you think 81? Did you go on 81?
I know, but I saw it on the
Wasn't-
news.
did you go on
I hate
81?
81.
It wasn't good.
But the Casey
No,
was
I
wasn't.
very
came
surprised.
over
The Casey wasn't good.
the blah 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 blah. It's something Dale.
Okay. I know what you're saying. I
I don't know.
know. How was that?
It was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. I think maybe the problem is they used up all the salt that they had at that last. I'm using quotations with my fingers. Storm, where we really didn't get anything. They were very well prepared for that, but yet they were unprepared
Very
for this.
unprepared. I thought 81 was a mess.
They haven't
I
touched
really
my
did.
roads.
I did.
And normally they're on.
And everybody was going slow. I think we could get into when I was in school. We used to walk a mile in the snow. Remember?
Yeah,
We
I
go up to that. We
I
did.
used to walk a mile.
So did we.
I think I was supposed to be going to school, but I didn't really go to school. It was just a little harder to go back in the woods. You had to light a fire, or hang up in the mall, or
Yeah.
yeah. Here's a discussion I had in another group that I have. Jukebox. So there was a Bruce's Diner used to be across the street from Washington High School, and we used to go over there when we were cutting. But the music that played on the jukebox, actually, the weird thing was back then. Okay, we're talking about 75. They put a jukebox in the lunchroom in the school. The only problem was that, like, if you cut a lot and you were always in there, you heard the same songs every period. Freebird. Or
Yeah.
What song is it you want to hear?
Yeah, that was big.
There were certain songs that played over and over and over again. But yeah, what other weird posts have we seen on Facebook? I've noticed some posts, and this is irrelevant. I got it right. To most listening audiences, but there's pictures of my neighborhood before it was my neighborhood. It's where the Philadelphia Fairgrounds were. And I would have really liked to have lived there then, because not only did they have horse races, they had car races and motorcycle races on an oval track. And then fast forward, let's see, that was what, 20s, maybe 30s? Fast forward 40 years, and here we are. We built dirt bike tracks on the same grounds without even knowing its history. What do you think of that?
No thoughts.
Wait a minute. Hold on. This
Sorry,
is.
we're a bad
I want everybody listening to know that Longo from the Bongo Kongo is speechless. She's looking to the queen of all finance to say something because she doesn't know what to say. Robbie, your mother's broken.
Yeah. Oh, he knows that. We're a bad.
What did he say?
He's not happy. All right, so
We're a bad
listen.
audience.
So, okay, then how about this conversation? Has everybody bought their Christmas gifts?
No,
Yes.
no. It's
Not here.
sad state of affairs.
I still have to.
I'm taking-
And listen, I've tried to sneak away, but it just hasn't worked. Like today, I'd probably have some free time to do some shopping, but I won't have a vehicle. So
Why won't you have a vehicle?
then maybe I don't have to buy anything because it's the thought that counts.
That's
I
right.
wanted to buy something.
That's right.
So that on Christmas I can say, here are my thoughts. Right? Because it's the thoughts that count.
That's right.
Exactly.
So what I should do then, since I share my thoughts in this podcast or this face pod, maybe I ought to just give her some episodes from our little conversations, because that way I'm sharing my thoughts and it's the thought that counts.
Write them down and then give her that.
I agree.
What do I gotta write for? I'm talking.
Then type.
I gotta talk and write. Oh. So, we need some work done, and I have to include you in this because I need banners made.
I have to call him too.
All right. So I'm
Are we
gonna.
off?
I'm gonna make. No, we're talking. Wait, listen, a face pod has to run at least. Oh wait, we're already up to 11 and a half minutes.
Too long. Yesterday was too
Yeah.
long. I can't even
was.
sit.
Well, and it was a downer too. So, but I think 15 minutes is good. So listen, this was our pre-break, unofficial, only having a conversation because Longo from the Bongo Kongo has finally joined us after she's been out for a couple of days.
What?
Yeah, well, we missed her.
Oh,
All right, so listen, we're gonna sign off on this short one, and I think next time I'll come prepared with topics.
yeah, we'll be good.
Hi, Dave. We'll have
Oh,
topics. What?
We don't know his last name.
Yeah.
I said good morning.
All right. Well,
You
I
didn't hear me, huh?
no, I was in the middle of talking, so I didn't want to
Well, I
interrupt my thought.
Okay.
You know, I think so deep that
You're forgiven.
my thoughts are so deep that if I lose them, I can't get them back out. All right. Goodbye.